tonight we're going to talk a little bit about rain chances and some cooler temps that everyone's asking about. We're in mid-October and we're still stuck in second summer. In fact, we're going to get hotter before we get cooler. Let's head outside. 410 Northwest Military on this Thursday night. 4 down and 1 to go before we get into the second to last weekend of October. Mostly clear and 79. We've got an east-southeast wind that has picked up a little bit, in fact, near 20 miles per hour. So a nice little breeze out there. Air quality was a problem today. We actually worsened. Yesterday was an ozone action day. Today was not. But our air still, these are live air quality monitors. Our air still unhealthy for sensitive groups. Same out in Houston. Highs today, well, we stayed shy of 90 in most spots. I mean, we see a 90 at Seguin and Gonzales, and off to the south at Pearsall, Cotulla, 91 Carrizo Springs, warmest on the map. So our 87 closer to seasonal average than record, and that's the first time in a while. So 82 is where we should be right now. 97 stays in place, and that's another old one, 1933. All right, a beautiful sunset tonight. Wake the kids and phone the neighbors for this one. Look at that. KENS 5 eyewitness Jalen Bannis, beautiful shot. Helotes sunset, that is out in the country. That is beautiful. Just love that color. Several colors, great foreground treatment. Good work, Jalen Bannis. Hey, if you need a lift, Bannis Towing. All right, so take a look. We've got the high moving off to the east. It was over the Gulf. It's going to slide back to the west and be on top of us for the weekend. That means more heat. That's why we're going to heat up before we cool down next week. You can see where the high's position, that pool of drier air in the Gulf, but it's going to, again, edge off to the west. Speaking of edging, look at that huge line of demarcation, if you will, between the moist air and a bit of a dryness behind a Pacific front. This front really won't make a difference in our weather forecast. Much like today and even yesterday, we'll start the morning with a few low clouds, not many. And it'll even look like rain before a mostly sunny afternoon. Now, down I-10, you might run into some rain. If you're going to be driving to Houston tomorrow afternoon or evening, east of Gonzales, some decent downpours expected near Columbus. But again, closer to Houston, no chance of rain for us. Saturday morning, we cloud up. And again, it'll look like rain early Saturday. No chance of rain through the weekend. Big chance of heat, 93 to 94 Saturday afternoon. And that, again, is going to be warm up before next week's cool down. All right, to the tropics, eastern Pacific, we keep an eye just in case some moisture can head in our direction next week. But speaking of next week, we should know something on this. This is a spot the National Hurricane Center has tagged as probable, but very low right now, but it could be in the Caribbean. Another one in the northern Atlantic. We're waiting on Melissa. That's the next named storm after Lorenzo. All right, let's take a look at the 14-day forecast from the beautiful Tower of the Americas. We've got 89 tomorrow, but 93 Saturday. Big warm up. We stay in the lower 90s until that chance of rain comes in. 22nd into the 23rd, 30 to 40% chance. With this system comes some cooler air for that final weekend of October.